All right, we are doing the sprint test. And I'm not going to do it as a group because it's just timing. But we'll set up on Tempest Fugit and just knock this out. We look at it, just a little bit of warm up, some primers, really small primers really. But I'm going to tell you here, and you'll see when I get into the workout, I'm going to turn off ERG and Zwift Academy Pro Prologue. They did something smart, which was before the 15-second free ride tested interval, they gave you a minute of free ride to just sort of set up gear, and get off ERG, set up gear, set up the sprint, and then hit it hard. Versus here, the way it's set up, you just drop out of ERG and, like, in a 15-second sprint, try to hope your trainer's in the right gear, kick in, get your cadence up, all these things. So I'm going to scuff the back end of this interval. This is what it is, to set up what's being tested. But you'll see that when we get in. That's probably the only part I'll show is what that looks like. I'm not going to, this whole workout, nobody wants to see that. Anyways, let's go. Tempest Fugit for sure, if you're going to ride this. Because I'm going to take it off ERG on the tested sections, and you're not sure where those are going to fall, find a flat course if you do this. I'm not sure what the group workout defaults to, but if you're going to do it unscheduled on your own, pick something flat so that when you're off ERG, there's nothing messing around on your effort. All right, let's go. All right, we're in the 3-minute interval here. What you can do is turn ERG off. And for this part of the interval, it's self-control gear and cadence. You can wait a little bit if you want, but you got 3 minutes basically. Sort of get used to being off ERG, finding the right gear. You could also wait to turn off ERG somewhere within a minute. I just did it early for the sake, but once we get down within 30 seconds, I want to start setting up the sprint, getting into a better gear, spinning the flywheel a little bit, which is basically setting up a sprint, which will end up scuffing the back end of this interval. No two ways about it, but that's why they should bound it with a free ride if they want a good 15-second test. Yeah, this is going to get scuffed. It is what it is. If you're going to do maximal sprints of any length, I'd argue they could put 10 minutes in between versus 7. But again, they're trying to make this accessible, so I do expect one of these to be a PB, just because I never train and set up for precisely a 15-second maximal effort. So although you do hit 15-second sprints in races, fatigued legs, whatever it is, right? But this is fresh leg, primed, and aligning right to the 15-second demarcation point. So, you know, you just hammer it front to back and don't worry about anything else. So because of all that, I expect either the first one or the second one. Third one, we may have a little fatigue just because the rests are a bit short. I know 7.5 sounds like a long rest for 15 seconds of effort, but not if you truly hammer that 15 seconds. I can feel the you can probably hear it. The belt slit on that first pop. Feel like that's going to be the effort. We'll go for attempt 3, but I think it's going to be diminished. Did I stay stable? The whole bike shook. And this thing is a tank. This flywheel's over 50 pounds, so you can throw a whole ton of torque at it. The bike is, again, like a brick, bag of bricks. I'm looking at replacing it actually. A little concerned. It's something like, I used to want a belt drive, but in virtual gears, etc. Just better for indoor wear and maintenance. But I have concerns that I'm gonna throw a trainer around. We'll probably have to get sandbags or something. Give a new meaning to the people call me a sandbagger. I'll say, yeah, there they are. But yeah, I could definitely, kind of concerned I'm gonna slip the drivetrain completely. I feel like 1500 is just in reach. Like if the belt didn't skip, but it's a reach. Need to be using that more to translate into some more sprint power. But honestly, I'm really starting to work more on my sustain than my sprint. Sprint's good enough. I need to not get dropped so the sprint can come to bear. That's the thing that needs to be fixed. But it would be nice to bound all these efforts with some like default free ride, just so people can set up even 30 seconds. Made the first one, introduced them to the concept, make it a minute, get workout text that instructs, and then the second one's, third one, just sort of repeat that, but make it 30 seconds or whatever, just a shorter time. Say, hey, same thing, come off ERG, get your gear set, ready, go. I think you'll get much more honest and accurate short interval efforts if you do that, especially high watt sprint intervals. There's no good way to set those up. At least maybe a pro ERG rider can set that up and get a more honest 15 seconds, but ERG just takes 2 or 3 seconds to adjust, another 2 or 3 come down, your interval's gone. And you're not set up beforehand either, leading into the front of the interval. So, anyways, off soapbox. All right, again, getting set up. Sort of finding the gear. Feels hard, but that I can push. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. More power, shut up. As expected, big gas for attempt 3. Top end was gone. I think probably, I think attempt 2 probably. I didn't see the averages. I had my eyes up just enough to catch where the arch was. Only record I really have right now is sauce at the top. That's how I'm estimating, and then by feel. But did not get to see the averages on screen while I was doing them. But hopefully the ERG advice helps someone who's trying to truly get a max out of this, truly see what their max is, measure it at their best. I think the only way you're going to do that is coming off ERG, setting the sprint up, and hitting it. Trying to get a maximal 15-second with an ERG transition in the front of it, not going to happen. There we go. Workout done. Right on. Hopefully that setup advice helps. Let me actually hit that. Well, we may have hit 1500 even though sauce didn't catch it. And I do think that was number 2. And wait until, I joke about this, but wait until 15 seconds is the new ZRS compound score. We look at your 15-second power and extrapolate the rest of your power band. It's not gonna happen. It's fun to mess about. Clearly, if I can do 1500 watts for 1 second, I can do 7 watts per kilo for 20 minutes. Right? Right. Oh Lord, I'm 53. Give me a break. All right. Five seconds. I think that will capture it. Sake of argument, let me catch this, and again, we'll see. You know, according to this, I did pop 1500. Sauce didn't catch it. 1505 for 2 seconds, and then we drop. But 15, 1218, which does look like it's just above the curve. Not surprising that something shorter than that, because you just hit it hard. My 30-second effort, 992 is the best. I haven't done that in a while, so just stopped pushing maximal 30. The only reason that happened was Zwift Academy Prologue. Again, another fresh leg, perfectly set up, timed interval, the 30 seconds, empty the tank, no holds barred. That's why that exists. And then Zwift based their racing score off of it. That's why this 53-year-old was screwed for a while. And again, 15 seconds. Am I gonna hit that in a race? Probably damn not. Set up in a workout with plenty of rest, get your gear lead in, not worrying about a damn thing, but hitting 15 seconds as hard as you can hit it. But it's fun to know what your maxes are, and we'll see how that feels. Catch you guys next time. Again, hopefully it helps. I'll be doing probably the same thing, not the workout, but just showing the test, or the relevant sections of the test, any advice I have about the test for the next section. But we'll see you then.